Big Pauley, did you hear that old man Stefano celebrated his 50th anniversary last week?
That's fantastic. What did he do?
Well, he took her out to where they first made love, up against a fence in the countryside.
Oh, wow. What happened?
Well, he said there was arms and legs flailing everywhere, into which the little woman said, "My goodness, you didn't make love to me like that 50 years ago."
Oh, good for him. What did he say?
He said 50 years ago the fence wasn't electric.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Big Pauley. This guy over here, he's Vinny 2 times.
Hey, Dawn.
And we are the Wise Guys. And we're here to bring you our award-winning show, We Pick the Winners. Where?
We Pick the Winners.
Don't you just love exercise? You should come with me to my yoga class.
Yoga? Nah. I get enough exercise just pushing my luck.
Hey, Detective Mary Matthews, Angela Scozzio Carducci. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, speaking of luck, Angie, your Pittsburgh Steelers sure got lucky when Andy Dalton went down.
What are you talking about? Pittsburgh was leading the entire game.
And they have scored 30-plus points for 5 straight games.
A franchise record. What sticks in my craw is that when the Steelers won 4 Super Bowls in 6 years, twice back-to-back, the quarterback, Terry Bradshaw, didn't have a radio in his helmet, and he was calling all the plays, and he didn't have the rules to protect him like the quarterbacks do today. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He can't spell cat, so you spot him a C and a T. By the way, what happened to your beloved Bills?
They lost to a more superior team, my Eagles. The Bills just ran out of gas.
Oh, kind of like Vinny last night.
Okay, I'll admit it. Sometimes we do a little role-playing to spice up the old sex life. But last time Angie went too far. She wanted me to wear a number 86 Steelers jersey, and she kept telling me to put it on Heinz. Now, I'm all about experimenting, but my Heinz are off limits, okay?
Big Pauley! Vinny 2 times. How are my 2 favorite people?
Hey, Donnie P. Smith, what brings you here?
You're Donald P. Smith. Mary Matthews, I've heard so much about you.
Oh, this happens all the time. People are always coming up to me, asking me for an autograph or including me in a selfie. It comes with the territory of being successful. And I love all the freebies that come with it as well. So much so that I think my next project will be a self-help book. How to Help Yourself to All the Freebies in Life by Donald P. Smith. Now all I gotta do is get someone to write it for me. You probably heard I ran a successful talent agency.
No.
Then you probably heard I wrote a hot new screenplay, Zombie Godfathers in Russia.
No, that's not it either.
Then what did you hear?
I heard you're the only owner of a failed strip club in Alaska.
Who knew all the men were gay?
I also heard you're the only owner of a failed horse breeding farm in Kentucky.
Who knew all the horses were gay?
Apparently you have heard of him, but from who?
Benny Blanco.
Billy Blanco.
Yeah, I overheard Benny Blanco talking to a lawyer at the Romper Room about Donnie's past experiences. And it seems that Donnie is also responsible for stealing an idea of one Tina Toledo, one of Benny's clients. The lawyer thinks they have a really good case. But what Benny doesn't know is that that lawyer is really my brother Martin, who better get me a nice finder's fee.
Well, that's enough about me. Pauley, I have an audition set up for you for next week.
You know, it's not right that Donnie is always down on Vinny, when Vinny's always had his back. I mean, come on. Benny Blanco wanted us to jump ship, and Vinny wanted nothing to do with that. You know, you can say what you want about Vinny, and a lot of people do. Sometimes to his face. I remember this one time where... Wait a minute. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, Vinny. There's a lot of things that Vinny is not. But one thing he is, Vinny is loyal. And I owe him the same. Hey, I'm sorry, Donnie, but unless Vinny gets one, I'm not going.
call this an early Christmas gift, but I've got Vinny set up too.
Hey, now that's what I'm talking about. Hey, but if you don't mind, we got a show to do here.
Yeah, hey, ladies, why don't you go get ready for your Fantasy Girl segment? It is coming right up.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to go nice.
Yeah.
All right, this is the part of the show where we tell you all about the rest of the show. We've got all the things you've come to know and love, like that Bust Out game of the week. We've also got our Ironclad Lock, Lead Pipe Cinch, personally picked Whack of the Week. And we also have our Fantasy Matchup. And who helps us with the Fantasy Matchup?
Oh, it's my favorite part.
It's everybody's favorite part of the show. It's those amazing, those intelligent, those beautiful fantasy girls.
Hi, guys.
Never get tired of that.
Never, ever. So,
Hey, let's pick some games.
all right, first and foremost, the games that we agree on. We both agree that the Kansas City Chiefs should beat the former Cleveland Browns.
You're not going to say it?
Nope.
You're not going to say what's written there?
Nope.
Might have to get Dr. Crane in here again.
All right, Baltimore. God, that tastes
Don't you feel better?
Not at all.
I do. And we both like the Minnesota Vikings. That's right, the Minnesota Vikings all over the Chicago Teddy Bears.
Yeah. And we both agree that the New York Jets and their defense should beat the Dallas Cowboys. Boy, are they hapless right now.
That's right, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, man.
He's hot. He's on fire.
Yeah, yeah.
And we both like the Houston Texans and J.J. Watt all over the Indianapolis Colts, who Mr. Old Man Hasselbeck came crashing back to earth.
Broken hand and all, J.J.
Yeah.
Watt. All right, we both agree the Seattle Seahawks will continue their December winning ways and beat the Cleveland Browns.
Man, Seattle looks good, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
And we both like the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Double Check, all over the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. We both agree the Arizona Cardinals should play a solid game and beat the inconsistent Philadelphia Eagles. You got to admit. I know, it's painful. Yeah.
I don't know why you're hurting. You beat my Bills last week. And we both like the Cincinnati Bengals all over the San Francisco 29ers. Even though they're without the ginger, I think they're still going to do it.
Their defense
I don't
too
like
strong.
them, just for the record.
Yeah, all right. And finally, we both agree that the Detroit Lions should beat the New Orleans Saints, though honestly, kind of a coin flip on that one. Who knows which team's going to show up?
Yeah, bounce back week for Detroit.
There you go. Those are the games we agreed on, and now the games we differ. I am taking the St. Louis Rams over Vinny's Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Really?
Yeah.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Although that guy, Mr. Gurley, ran like crazy last week.
Yeah.
But I think it's a bounce back week for Tampa Bay, though. I think so. And here you go, Mr. Pauley.
Yeah.
Here's my upset of the week: the G-Men, New York Giants over the Carolina Panthers. He's going to turn them into the Carolina Putty Cats.
Yeah, I almost went that way. I mean, you even mentioned the Giants play good against good teams.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so, all right, I am taking the Miami Dolphins over Vinny's San Diego no charge.
Yeah. Did you see Miami play last night?
Yeah, they were
They're
terrible.
terrible. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going with the Brat. You know
Yeah.
why?
Why?
Because you don't like them.
I don't.
Yeah. And finally, I'm going with the Washington Deadskins. That's right, the Washington Deadskins. You know why?
Why?
They're playing your Buffalo Bills. That's right.
Yeah, all of a sudden they're my
Buffalo
Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yeah.
They're not my Buffalo Bills anymore. I'm sorry.
All right, well, we're going to grab a beer. We suggest you do too. We'll see you on the other side. Hey, stick around for these messages, all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a beer.
And we are back, and now it is time for our Bust Out game of the week. Vinny, 2 times, take it away.
Okay, Big Polly, we got a good one here. Our Bust Out game of the week has the 10-3 Denver Broncos at the 8-5 Pittsburgh Steelers as the chosen one Brock Osweiler, or whatever the heck his name is.
Osweiler,
Yeah,
you got
him
it.
too. Takes on Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger.
Yeah, him too. At Heinz Field. Okay, Big Polly, who do you like?
I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I feel like they're on the ascendant right now, and the Denver Broncos are kind of like a little, I don't know. And we saw that Brock Osweiler can be handled last
Yes, he
week.
can.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, any score?
I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be something like 28-21.
A good pick, Polly.
Thank you.
I like that pick.
Appreciate
I like
it.
the way you think.
Thank you.
Now, I just got one question for you.
Yeah, what's
Who's
that?
standing next to me?
Angie Carducci.
You're damn right. And you know what Angie wants? Angie gets? I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers, too. Are you kidding
Nice
me?
you finally learned.
That's right. Are you kidding me? I think Big Ben and Antonio Brown, I mean, these guys are unconscious. They're joined at the hip. They know what I think they sleep together. I don't know. I just heard that, maybe.
Hey.
But you never know. But all I know is they score touchdowns, and I like it. I think it's going to be a bigger score than that. I think like 54-3.
There you go. All right. Hey, ladies, do you have an opinion on this game, Miss Angie Carducci? Do you know, as if I have to ask, who do you like in this game?
Well, I was going to say, need you ask. I'm sporting my black and gold today because this is going to be a big game. It's going to be a tough one. But, of course, I'm never going to go against my Steelers
There you
because
go.
they are going to pull it out.
There you go. All right. And Detective Mary Matthews, who do you like in this game? Huh?
Well, I think I'm going to go with my Pauley. And I'm going to pick the Steelers, too.
All right. Well,
there you
there you
go.
go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was our bust out game of the week, and now it is time for our ironclad lock, lead pipe cinch, personally picked whack of the week. All right.
That's
That
music
was
to
well
my
done.
ears.
Yeah, it's nice
Hey,
and
I'm going to
done.
go first, Big
Yeah,
Pauley.
that's unusual.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, my can't miss, gotta have it. Whack of the week has the 3-10 Tennessee Titans at the 11-2 New England Patriots as Marcus Marinara.
Mariota.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
Takes on Tom Pretty Boy Brady at Gillette Stadium. Okay, Big Pauley, let's review, shall we?
That is what you do.
Okay, it's now in December, right?
That is correct.
So what does New England do in December at home?
They win.
Every single time. I'm sorry, even though the kid's good, Marinara, but he's not that good. Tom Brady's got the Gronk back, and then when they got the Gronk, that means they score a lot of points. I think it's going to be a blowout. I'd say 154-3.
There you go.
Is that even possible?
Yeah,
We'll
it's
figure
gonna
it out.
be.
So,
Watch it.
there's a lot of injuries on the Patriots. That's the only reason that I don't agree with the score. But otherwise, I agree with everything you said. All right. Well, that was your whack of the week, and now it is time for my ironclad lock, lead pipe cinch, personally picked. Look over there. Whack of the week.
Ooh, sneaker whack. Misdirection whack.
There you go. All right, my game features the 6-7 Atlanta Falcons against the 5-8 Jacksonville Jaguars as Matty Melted Ice Ryan takes on Blake Bortles at Everbank Field. I have been leaning towards the Jacksonville Jaguars a lot this season, and I'm going to lean that way again. I feel like they have a kind of they did very well last week, and I just feel like the Atlanta Falcons, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down, and they're not at home. They're a different team on the road. I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think it's going to be a pretty good game, 28-17.
Okay, good
Thank
pick,
you.
Paulie. I like
Thank
that
you.
pick. I'm
Thank
also
you.
going with Jacksonville. Matty Ice is now Matthew Water. Okay, he's just no more, and he's not up and down. They're just down.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
they're
That's
not
true.
playing good ball. And I think with Jacksonville with the 50 burger last week, they're on a roll. I
There
like
you go.
them.
And so that was our Wax of the Week, and now it is time for our Fantasy Matchup. And what is the Fantasy Matchup, you may ask? Well, that's when you, our fans, send in your questions about your fantasy football teams, and those amazing, those beautiful, those intelligent fantasy girls answer your questions. Vinny, 2 times, what is this week's question?
We got a good one, Big Paulie. It comes from Rock and Roll Hall and Oates.
Oh, from Cleveland.
Yeah, probably. And he says, hey, I got 2 wide receivers. I can only play one. I got Travis Benjamin or Doug Baldwin. Help.
Those are some names. All right, ladies.
Well, Doug Baldwin, wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks, has 61 receptions, 860 yards, 11 touchdowns. And he's had 8 touchdowns over the last 3 games.
Wow, he's on
That's
fire. Yeah.
And Travis Benjamin is a wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns. He has 67 receptions for 867 yards and 4 touchdowns. However, he's only had 1 touchdown over the last 3 weeks.
Right.
So
the obvious choice is Doug Baldwin.
These guys are good.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. All right. Well, hey, go visit our website, thewiseguys.net. That's thewiseguys.net.
Wouldn't this look good on your table?
Christmas is what, 2 weeks away, for crying out tears.
If that.
And stick around for our video guest whack.
Thanks, Wise Guys. My best straight-up pick of the week is my New England Patriots at home against the Tennessee Titans. My whack of the week is the Cleveland Browns traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Andrew Warren, and follow me on Twitter, PanteraFan1989.
And we are back. Hey, week number 15, we made it. Week 14 was very kind to me.
Yeah, even though I went 9-7, you knocked it out of the park. You went 12-4.
Yeah, that's right. A self-help book. 60 pages in a month? Sure.
Oh, that's a great idea. If anyone needs self-help, it's you.
Who are you going to get to help you write it? Benny Blanco?
Hey, now, girls, be nice to him. Donnie is giving us a chance to be in his movie.
Yeah, Donnie, you won't regret this. I know I can play a mean zombie.
Yeah, Vinny. You do brain dead like nobody else. Well, if anybody needs me, I'll be at the romper room.
All right.
Hey, well, let's get the girls dancing. What
Let's
do you say?
that. All right, all right.
There we
Well,
go.
there's the music is playing. The girls are dancing. That means it's time to say thank you to all the people that made the show possible. First and foremost, we want to say thank you to those wonderful people at the Whacker 6000.
That would be us.
So thank you, Vinny, 2 times.
Thank you, Big Polly.
We also want to say thank you to a wonderful author, Mr. Donnie P. Smith.
Yeah, have fun at the Rock Room.
Yeah, there we go. And also, finally, we want to say thank you to everybody's favorite part of the show. Those amazing, those beautiful, those intelligent fantasy girls!
Thanks, Wise Guys.
I never get tired of that.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Say, what do you say, Big Pauley? What do you think should Denver do once Peyton gets healthy? You think you start him again?
You know what? At this point in time, my personal opinion, he's been injured enough. Put him on the sidelines. Let him call the plays and let Brock Osweiler, do the stuff.
I say it's going to depend on how well Brett does in this game against Pittsburgh.
That's true.
If he knocks it out of the park, I think they stay rolling. If not, I think Manning's back in.
Yeah. What about Andrew Luck, huh?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who's coming back? All right, thanks for tuning in to We Pick the Winners. Come back next week for We Pick the Winners, where
We pick the winners!
Well, that's enough about me. Vinny, I have your audition set up for next week.
That's all right. That's good. I was going to say I wasn't going to go unless Vinny gets to go.
I get you two mixed up all the time.
That's right.
We look alike, I know.
That's right. Yeah, well, it must be the jackets.